So, welcome everybody. Who here has ever driven to work and when they get to work, they realize they don't remember the drive at all? Yeah. There's actually a name for it, highway hypnosis, they call it. But that happens in everyday life as well. This kind of just going through life, repeating the same actions, not being mindful about what we're doing. And that can lead to less productivity. It can lead to more issues with your body, mentally and physically. So it's just nice to every day to have a little bit of a mindfulness practice. And within yoga, we always use different qualities to kind of bring that mindfulness in. There's breathing, there's meditation, there's the crazy movement you see on Instagram, all those crazy poses. There's also mindfulness, kindness practice. There's a couple different other ways as well. This is a 4,000-year-old system of learning how to be present in our lives so we can have and find a little more happiness and joy, which I think everybody can use a little bit more of in their lives. So we're going to start today with a little bit of breathing. We'll go through some nice movement that'll just work the whole body, all the joints. And you can do this at your desk if you ever want to repeat this. And then we'll end with a little bit of quietness, meditative, just pausing and kind of noticing what's going on. So let's sit up nice and tall in our chairs. You can do all of this in a chair. Have your feet firm into the ground, shoulders stacked over your hips, and your hands can just rest on your thighs. Close your eyes for a moment. So we bring our focus inward. This is actually a practice in yoga when you remove your senses, and it helps you focus more on yourself. So start to tune into your body and maybe do a quick little scan head to toe, noticing how you feel. Check in with those areas, especially that give you a hard time, that get a little cranky during the day. Feel free to adjust your body if you need to while you're sitting here. Notice where you're holding tension, tightness. But also notice the other part. Notice where you do feel healthy, where you already feel open, relaxed, ready to go. So we want to try and shift the body, the mindset, everything over to that healthy, ready to go place. And first we need to focus on ourselves. That's the first part of a mindfulness practice, just finding one thing to focus on. So let's shift our focus to our breath, the most natural thing we do. We do it every day. We don't even think about it. So for a moment, notice your natural breath. Is it short? Is it long? Are you more of a belly breather or more of a chest breather? And how is it making you feel, however you're breathing right now? And then with the next couple of inhales and exhales, start to grow that breath a little deeper. Every inhale, take in a little more oxygen. Every exhale, slow it down a little bit, smooth it out. And see if you can begin to make your breath three-dimensional. So the belly, the ribs, the chest, the whole body gets involved as you breathe. Filling to the sides of the room, to the front and back, maybe even feeling like you're filling with breath top to bottom. And start to find a little rhythm of breathing for yourself. Just in and out through the nose. It's allergy season. If you're having trouble breathing, feel free to breathe through the mouth. Beginning to notice how just shifting the breath started to shift your body. Shift the thoughts. And just so we start to find balance, we're going to even out the breath, even out the inhales and exhales. We're going to do a little counted breathing. I'm going to count for you. But first, empty out all the air. Exhale out. See if you can pull the belly button back to the spine, really letting go of all that air. And then take a slow, deep inhale all together. Fill the belly first, travel to the ribs, and then the upper chest. Fill up like a balloon and pause at the top. And then open the mouth and give a nice big H-ah sigh out. And do that one more time. Slow, deep inhale. Fill up slow. traveling up the torso, pausing at the tip top, and then sigh it away, let it go. And let's inhale for 3. Inhale, 1, 2, 3. Exhale, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 1, 2, 3. Exhale, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 1, 2, 3. Exhale, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 1, 2, 3. Exhale, 3, 2. Let's change to 4. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ask yourself what felt better for you. 3 or 4 count, and take a couple more rounds on your own. Just breathing, counting to yourself. Let every inhale sit you up a little taller. Let every exhale let your shoulders soften, relax. And set this as your rhythm, whatever you chose. Set it as your rhythm for the rest of what we do here, and set it for the rhythm as the rest of your day takes hold. Anytime you get distracted, you get a little flustered, come back to the breath. And then opening the eyes. Again, make sure your feet are planted. We're going to start a little bit of movement with our breath now. Arms down by your side, palms, flip them up to the ceiling. Inhale, take a big breath, reach those arms up and around, and then palms flip back down, and exhale, press like you're moving through mud all the way down. Again, inhale, sit up taller as those arms lift, and then exhale, press them down. Changing this up a little. Inhale, sweep those arms on up. Exhale, link those fingers together, flip the palms, and straighten those arms. Frame your face with your arms. And then a little side to side rocking. Just bending at the waist. Grow taller every time you come through center. Maybe inhaling up, exhaling to the side. Notice what side feels a little more open. Do one more time, right, left, right, depending what side you started, what side you're on. And then come back to center. Slide those hands behind your head, little sit-up hands. We're gonna keep them linked. Inhale, lean back, open up, look at the sky. And then exhale, bring your elbows, hug them in, and chin to chest, stretching the back of the neck. Same thing again. Inhale, open up, lean your head back, lift your chest to the ceiling. And exhale, elbows in and chin to chest. And this time, lift your head, hands onto your lap. And we're gonna bring chin to chest and roll over to the right. Couple times, circling the head. Start small and make your way a little bit bigger. Notice if there's any tight spots, tense spots along the way. Feel free to pause, take a breath there, try and get it to release. Then also make time to go in the other directions. Few rounds, reversing that circle. And again, always just kind of searching for the spots that need a little extra attention. And then bringing your head back to center. We're going to take right arm on up to the ceiling. Flip the palm to face the wall behind you and touch your shoulder blade with that hand. We're going to grab the elbow with the other hand and just start to pull it back and in. Your hand will kind of shift into the center of your back in between the shoulder blades. See if you can press the back of your skull into that right arm. Lift your chest a little higher, sit up a little taller. Take a big inhale here. Exhale, a little baby bend to the left. Keep your right hip on that chair. Inhale back to center. Sit a little taller. One more time, over to the left. Then inhale back on up. Let's extend that arm up to the sky. Reach it long, circle it out and around. We're going to flip the palm, wrap it, bending the elbow behind us. And see if you can grab hold and swivel that arm all the way around. And then switch your grip. Grab your fingertips. Even out your shoulders. Sit a little taller and maybe pull the elbows towards the back of the chair. Big inhale here, and we're going to bring left ear to left shoulder. Try not to bring the shoulder up, but bring the ear down. Notice how that right side of the neck feels, the front of the shoulder. And see if you can feel like you're breathing into that right shoulder, that right clavicle. And then start to circle your chin down to your chest. Look at your belly button. Let that right arm go. Let it come on out and give it a little shake, a little wiggle. And let's do other side. Inhale, left arm up to the sky, nice and long. Flip the palm. Let's bend at the elbow, touch the shoulder blade, and we'll grab that elbow pulling back and in between the shoulders. Once it's situated, start to press the back of the skull into that left arm. Lift your chest, grow a little taller. Nice big inhale here. And exhale over to the right, bending at the waist. Keep pressing that head back, come back to center, big inhale. Exhale over to the right. And then inhale back to center. Let that arm go, extend it back up to the ceiling for a moment, nice and straight. Circle it, a big circle out to the side. Flip the palm, bend the elbow. We're gonna grab hold and again, pull it around. Switch your grip, grabbing those fingertips. Even yourself out, pull the elbows back, pull the shoulders open. This time it's gonna be left ear to left shoulder. Just notice again how this side feels. And then bring it back to center, over to the other side, right ear to right shoulder. Taking 2 or 3 breaths here. And every breath in yoga is an opportunity, every inhale to find a little space, every exhale to let go of some of that feeling, that stretching. Circle that chin down into the chest. Look at your belly button. Let that left arm go and give it a little shake, lifting our head back on up. Take those arms out right and left, reach long, big inhale. This time we're gonna give ourselves a hug, right arm over left, and see if you can grab all the way around, pulling your shoulder blades apart. Good, take a big inhale here, elbows to the sky, look up. And then exhale, round and curl, and bring your elbows down towards your knee. Go as deep as you feel you can go. Inhale, back on up. Sit tall, elbows to the sky, chest and chin. And then exhale, round and curl your back, elbows towards the knees. One more time. Inhale, back on up. And exhale, round and curl. And then inhale back on up. Open those arms wide. Reach long to the sides of the room. Let's do the other side. Left over right. See if you can crawl your fingers around. Same thing. Inhale, lift on up. Chest lifts. Maybe the head, the gaze. Exhale, round and curl. Elbows down towards the knees. Inhale, back on up. Lift. Elbows. And exhale, round your back. Down towards those legs. One more time. Inhale on up. And exhale, round and curve. Good. Inhale back on up. Arms extend out right and left. Exhale, let those arms hang down in a couple big shoulder rolls. Notice if you feel any crunchies, crackles. As we get older, we get more. And reverse that circle back to front. So with this movement, with this mindfulness, we start to discern. That's the second part of a mindfulness practice. Figuring out where we need a little more attention and where we can let go a little bit more. Let your arms hang, let your shoulders be open wide. Let's extend the right leg on out in front of us and just do a couple little ankle rolls. Circling in one direction, drawing a big circle with the toes. And then reverse the circle, other way. And then foot to the ground. Same thing with the left. Extend it on out, nice and straight. Sit up tall. Circle that foot, whichever way you want to go first. And then reverse that circle. And then place that foot down. Sit up a little taller. Inhale, sweep those arms up. And then exhale, let's do a deeper side stretch. Right hand down to the side of the chair and see if you can lean over pretty deeply. Keep your left sit bone grounding into that chair seat. And then inhale back on up, both arms up to the sky, grow tall. Exhale over to the other side. One more time, both sides. Inhale on up. Exhale over to the right. And then inhale back on up, arms up. Exhale over to the left. Good, inhale back on up. Exhale, hands come down, and we're gonna walk our feet over to the right side of your chair. Separate your feet about hip width. Your left hip might be kind of coming off the chair seat, that's okay. And then we're gonna grab hold of the back of the chair. Right hand on the right side, left hand on the left side. Elbows out, stick them out right and left. Sit a little taller with an inhale. And then start to pull and push, twisting a little deeper to the right. You're gonna push with your left hand. Maybe try pulling a little deeper. Notice what works for you, because everybody's a little different. And with a twist, every inhale, an opportunity to sit up a little taller. Every exhale, an opportunity to start to go a little deeper into the rotation. Take one more breath here, maybe turning your head to the right. And then bring the head back first, and then unwind the body, sliding the hands up and over the back of the chair, and then walk the feet in front of the chair all the way over to the other side. Plant those feet. Grab hold of the back of the chair, one hand on each side of the back of the chair. Elbows, lift them out to the sides. Sit up a little taller with an inhale. And exhale, start to pull and push to twist. Feel like your left ribs are trying to pull away from the back of the chair, and the right ribs are trying to roll forward towards the back of the chair. And maybe with the last 2 breaths, starting to turn your head to the left, peeking over that left shoulder. And then unwind the head first, and then the body, walk those feet back forward. We're gonna come to the very top edge of the chair. Plant your feet, ankles underneath your knees. And we're gonna help that right leg up and over that left thigh, opening the knee out to the right. Take your right hand to that inner right thigh and just push it down. You can even lean back into the chair and push that leg away. Notice how that hip feels. When we sit all day, we get a little congested in that area. So you can stay here just pressing, taking a few more breaths. If you want to go deeper, you might start to lift yourself off the back of the chair if you went back. Start to tilt forward, hinging at your hips. Maybe your elbows, your forearms rest on that right leg, kind of on the ankle and the inner knee. And feel like your chest, your heart is trying to reach forward to the front of the room. And you can even start to slide your arms up and over that right leg, fingertips dangling down towards the ground, your belly trying to come towards that right shin. That goes even a little deeper. So again, starting to discern what's good for us, what's a little too much, is the second part of that mindfulness practice. And every day is a little different. One last breath. Big inhale through the nose. Open the mouth, little sigh. And then slowly come back on up to sit. Extend that leg on out in front of you. Just stretch the knee long. Flex the foot, toes back towards your face. And then point those toes towards the front of the room. One more time, pull the toes back. And then point them forward. Bring that foot to the floor. Sit up a little taller. And let's do left side, left over right. Open that knee to the left, lean back if you'd like. That left hand to that inner left knee thigh area. Press it gently forward. Check in with this hip. How is it different from the first side? These little imbalances we have from right to left, a lot of the times will create the pain, the long-term injury. Maybe starting to work yourself forward, resting elbows on inner foot, ankle, inner knee, thigh area. Feel like your chest is reaching forward. Maybe the arms start to slide up and over that leg, fingertips dangling down towards the ground. Feeling like the belly is coming close to that leg. Few more breaths. When we fold over, it is hard to breathe into the back of our body. So focus the breath there. One last big inhale, fill up. Open the mouth, big sigh. Come on up slow. Take those feet, plant them down on the ground. Take them a little wider. One last thing we're going to do moving. Inhale, arms reach on up. And exhale, fold all the way forward. Maybe your fingertips come to the ground. Maybe they rest on your toes. Maybe your elbows rest on your thighs if you need a little support. But let your head hang down, top of the head, crown of the head towards the floor. And again, breathing into the back body, those back ribs. When we fold this deeply, it's hard to breathe into the belly. One last breath. And take your time, slowly coming up, roll up, vertebrae on vertebrae, and chin is going to be the very last thing to float on up. Lean back into your chair. Find a nice place to sit that's comfortable. Legs can go a little wider, a little closer together, and rest your hands on your thighs. See if you can keep the chest open, the shoulders open after all that work we did. Maybe close the eyes. So the last part of a mindfulness practice, the third part, is noticing, were we able to shift? Were we able to change whatever we needed to change? And if we couldn't change some things, and this is the hardest part, I think, can we be okay if nothing changes? Can we just stay in the moment and then let it go if it never changes? So notice your body now. Did anything shift? Did anything change? Do a quick scan just like we did at the beginning. What feels better? What still feels a little stiff, a little tight? And then start to let your body really relax. Let your thighs support your hands entirely. Let your arms feel heavy, your shoulders fall down the back. Sometimes it's nice if you kind of tuck your chin a little into your chest, just let your head come a little forward. And can the floor support your legs? The chair back support your hips? So there's very little effort to hold this shape. And notice if your head forward doesn't feel good for you, maybe bring it back up. And just coming back to focusing on the breath. That single point again, that grounds us. Maybe come back to that original count that you set at the beginning, taking a few rounds. And as we rest here for one more minute, just being quiet, you can keep focusing on the breath, or maybe you just start to let that go as well. Noticing thoughts, feelings coming in, letting them go out, never grabbing hold. And with your next inhale, let it be full, let it be deep, belly, ribs, chest expand, fill up with breath. Open the mouth, give a little sigh on out. And then gently opening the eyes. And you're ready to continue on with your day. Thank you, you guys. Namaste.